only the difference between the two names is that atom, it is a quantitative name, and also element, it is a qualitative name. Why do I say that it is a quantitative and a qualitative name? It's because two atoms of the same element can combine together to make a compound. But when two elements are combined together, we don't say two elements, we say two atoms of the same element. That's why they are the same. So atomic structure, it is to see what are the particles found in an atom. So, and how are they arranged there inside the atom, so, or in element. Let's start. So in the atomic theories, we study that the atom, we take it as a sphere. For example, it's like this. We suppose that an atom is like this. And in an atom, we have what we call nucleus. Which means an atom has two parts. First of all, in its structure, this one from here, from nucleus to the outermost shell, it is called we can call it shell. And this one, it is called the nucleus. So in the nucleus, we find two types of particles. General, we are the beginners of chemistry. That's why we find two particles. We find particles called protons and particles called the neutrons. These are the proton. This is the neutron. And then here in a part of the shell, there are electrons. We call them electrons. So characteristics or properties of these three particles that we find in the atom is that protons, it has a charge of positive charge. This one, it has no charge. Its charge, it is 0. It has no charge. But electrons, they have minus. It is negative. They have negative charges. So generally, as the beginner, this is the structure of an atom. If this has positive protons and this has negative electrons, it means that this one can, between this and this, between protons and electrons, they can attract each other. Positive and positive, they attract. Positive and positive, they repel. Negative and negative, they repel. So which means protons, they are here in the nucleus, which means they attract the electrons. So that electron, they cannot go away from the boundaries of the atom. When a number of electrons of an element is stable, they call it a stable atom. When there is an electron which has moved away, or when there is an additional electron, it make a disturbance. It make it unstable. They shake because in its nature it has the number of electrons to call it a stable atom. So generally, this is the introduction about the atomic structure. Then I can try, let me try to remove this. So I can tell you that this is the main parts of an electron. So let me show you the relationship among these properties. So we have seen that atom has three main particles, which are protons, which are positively charged, and the electrons, which are negatively charged. Location here, the protons, they are in nucleus. Electrons, they are in shell part. And also we have another one, this is number 1, number 2, and number 3, they are neutrons. Neutrons, they have 0 charges, which means they have no charge. And they lay down in nucleus also. So from here, the relationship between these three is that, for example, all the mass, over what we call atomic mass, all the atomic mass, it is composed by the combination of neutrons and protons, which means the nucleus holds holds all atomic weight. It holds all atomic weight, which means the atomic mass it is equal to now protons plus neutrons. The symbol for proton is P. For electrons it is E, and for the neutrons it is N. So this is what I can say. So then another relationship is between the number of protons and the number of neutrons. So here Z, it is called the atomic number. Atomic number. Always atomic number, it is equal to the number of protons. This is what I can say. So if we say here Z, it is equal to P, and P, it is equal to the number of electrons under the condition that when the atom is neutral. For the neutral atom, this is the condition. For example, if an atom has lost an electron, which means the number of electrons, they are not the same as the number of protons. So this one, it can vary depending on the status of the atom. When the atom is neutral, which means nothing disturbs it, when it is stable, I can say, let me not say stable, because when I say stable, it is like to say when the neutrals, they are stable. Neutrals, they can be stable, but still the number of protons, they are not equal to the number of electrons. So, especially when it is an ionized electron, it can be stable when it is ionized, but when the number of protons, they are not equal to the number of electrons. So, number of neutrons, they can be equal to the atomic number or the number of protons for some time. Few of elements, they can have the same number of proton and neutron, because in nature we have what we call isotopes. Isotopes, they are the elements, or they are the atoms of the same type with the same number of proton or with the same atomic number, but they are different in mass number. They are different in mass number. When Z, it is equal to proton, and when atomic number A, it is atomic number, and atomic number, it is different. of two atoms. When it is different, it means the number of proton. This means that number of proton, it is different to the number of neutrons. This is what you call here. This is the atomic mass. A stands for atomic mass. So if atomic mass of two atoms of the same type, they are different, it means that the number of protons, they are not equal to the number of neutrons, which means the proton numbers, they will be the same, or the atomic number, it is the same, which means atomic number, it is what indicates the type of element, and it gives the name of elements, because each element, it has its special proton number. The proton number gives the name and the type of elements. When an element has a different proton number, it means they are different in type. So which means the base of chemistry, it is the number of proton. To discover an element, it is to discover the number or an atom with a number of proton which are not existing, which did never exist in the periodic table. It is called a new element. That's what you can say here. So this is all about the structures. We shall see more about this. Thank you so much. So if you have a question, still you can put it there in the comments, but also don't forget to subscribe so that we can be sharing more. Next time we will also come back to see some simple calculations on this chapter or on this topic. So thank you so much. I wish you a good learning time about this, but don't fear to ask a question when you have.